So these are the kidneys. These are the adrenal glands, and then if you look here, this is the cortex, the darker part, and then the lighter part is the medulla. And then the renal pyramids are these like lobe structures within it, and then the renal columns are between the pyramids, and then the papilla of the pyramids are these, like the tip of like where the pyramids are. It's where everything kind of like dumps it. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have the hilum. Here is the major calyx. It's where the minor calyx meet. And then here we have the renal pelvis. Right here is the renal artery and the renal vein. We have the interlobal artery is 20, and then we have the interlobal vein, 21. We have the arcuate artery, which is the arch, kinda, you get it? And then that's 22, I think that's 22. And then this is the cortical radiate artery, 23, it's pointing to this red line. Cortical radiate artery. Okay, so in this area we call this the hilum. Here we have the major calyx would be, I guess you could say this is the major calyx, but inside of here would be the hilum, so this is the major calyx. These are all the minor calyxes, because again they meet to the major calyx. Here we have the renal pelvis. This is the renal artery, this is the renal vein. We have the interlobal artery, so we could say it's kind of a, it would be these, so like this side would be the interlobal artery, this would be the interlobal vein, and the arcuate artery would be the arch. So again, it would be kind of like that number right there. I don't know what that says, but this would be the that arch. Every time it says arcuate artery, and then the cortical one would be like up here, like the branching up here would be the cortical radiate arteries.
Okay, so if you look within this pyramid right here, you can see the renal corpuscles. They're the yellow dots surrounding it. And then this middle part right here, that's the collecting duct. The shorter loop is the loop of Henle, and then the longer one is the juxtamedullary nephron. So this is oogenesis, and this one right here is the primary follicle. It has only one layer around it. And then within each of these are oocytes. So then these both are secondary follicles, and they have different borders. So then this is the vesicular follicle, and it's like the phase of the oocyte like shooting out. And then you have the corpus luteum, which is the structure right here. It looks like scrunched kinda. And then the corpus albicans are these ones, so it looks like little brains kinda, and then this one's like cut, so you can see like the inside of it. And then these are also, just for reference, primordial follicles or whatever they're called. Okay. Alright, so to begin, this is like where the ovaries would be, and what covers it, like these like string finger-like whatever you want to call them, are called the fimbriae. And then this is the labia minora, and this is the labia majora. It's also known as the labia minus and the labia majus, like if it's plural. And then this is the clitoris right here. And then the vagina is this tube right here. And then after the vagina, you have the uterus, which is made up of the cervix, which is the cervix. So the cervix is this right here, this like tube. And then after the cervix, you have the body, which is just kind of this whole part, and then the fundus is like the arc part, like right there. And then you have the perimetrium, which is the it's like this layer right here, this like light color between like the where like the fundus is. And then the uterine tubes are, the uterine tube is this, it connects like to the ovary, this thing right here. Okay. Alright, so you have the ureter coming into here, and then it would actually come forward into here. This is the bladder. So where this connects, it connects to two other parts too, and that would make up the trigon area. And then you have the internal urethral sphincter right here, and then the external urethral sphincter right there. And then also this is the prostatic region right here, because this is the prostate, and then this is the membranous region, and then if you go down, this is the spongy region. You can see it kind of looks like sponge-like. I already said the prostate. Okay, you can stop that. Alright, so under here, this is the scrotum, this like bottom layer, and then you have the testes right here, but this is like cut so you can see inside the testes, and in the testes you have the seminiferous tubules, which are these like things right here, and then on this side you have the epididymis right here, and then that goes up into the ductus deferens, and then this spermatic cord is just all of like these blood vessels, the ductus deferens, like that, it's all of it together. This is the seminal vesicle right here, and then you can see if you take this off, the right here, that is the bulbourethral gland, and then this is the other side of the prostate right here, and then these two make up, so if you see this side of the prostate and this side of the prostate, those make up the ejaculatory duct, and then this layer right here is the corpus cavernosa, and then this is the corpus spongiosum.
And that's the penis.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is the kidney. There's two. The other one's buried in there. And then connecting to the kidney is the ureter, and it comes down here. And then this like balloon sac thing right here is the bladder. And then if you follow this down, this opening right here is the penis. And then the spermatic cord goes from the penis to the testicles, and you can kind of see like the components of the spermatic cord, but it's just like the whole thing together, like this just right here. And then these are the testicles, and there's like a casing over the testicles, and then the back side is the epididymis. It's where all the sperm hang out. It's like this, like right here, and then the scrotum is like the skin around the testicles. We kind of cut that off, and that's really it.
Uterus is that little like triangle patch right there. Uterine horns running along on both sides.
The ovary.
Ovary attached at the top, and ovary on the other side right there. That's it. Yep.
Okay, so this is the kidney. You can tell this is the cortex, and then this is the medulla. The medulla is a little bit darker. You can see some of the renal pyramids. Those are just like the cone-shaped like parts. And then you can kind of see, this might be a collecting duct, a part of like the nephron. This is the renal pelvis. And then if you look here, this is the ureter, it goes down to the bladder. And then this is the renal artery, and the veins probably in there too. But that's pretty much all you can definitely see here.